It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Written by Charles M. Schulz. Narrated by Peter Robbins, the original voice of Charlie Brown. It was a brisk autumn day, but it wasn't just any autumn day. It was Halloween. Charlie Brown and Snoopy had just finished raking a big pile of leaves.
George! Never jump into a pile of leaves with a wet sucker. Good grief.
Lucy stopped by with her football.
Say, Charlie Brown, I've got a football. How about practicing a few place kicks? Oh, brother, you must think I'm stupid. You just want me to come running up to kick that ball so you can pull it away and see me land flat on my back and kill myself. This time you can trust me. See? Here's a signed document testifying that I promised not to pull it away. It is signed. It's a signed document. I guess if you have a signed document in your possession, you can't go wrong. This year, I'm really gonna kick that football. Peculiar thing about this document, it was never notarized.
Back at home, Linus was writing an important letter.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night. I hope you will bring me lots of presents. Who are you writing to, Linus? This is the time of year to write to the Great Pumpkin. On Halloween night, the Great Pumpkin rises out of his pumpkin patch and flies through the air with his bag of toys for all the children. Not again! Writing a letter to a stupid pumpkin? You make me the laughing stock of the neighborhood. You better cut it out right now or I'll pound you. Everyone tells me you are a fake, but I believe in you. P.S. If you really are a fake, don't tell me. I don't want to know. What are you doing, Linus? I'm writing to the Great Pumpkin. Wouldn't you like to sit with me in the pumpkin patch on Halloween night and wait for the Great Pumpkin? Oh, I'd love to, Linus. You say the cutest things.
Linus went to mail his letter.
And how do you think you're going to mail that letter? You can't possibly reach the mailbox. And I'm not going to help you.
As Linus left, Charlie Brown ran up waving a piece of paper.
Hey! I got an invitation to a Halloween party. Is the invitation to Viola's party, Charlie Brown? Yes, it's the first time I've ever been invited to a party. Charlie Brown, if you got an invitation, it was a mistake. There were two lists, Charlie Brown. One to invite and one not to invite. You must have been put on the wrong list.
Later that afternoon, everyone met at Lucy's house to get ready for the big night.
Do I get to go trick-or-treating this year, Big Brother? Sure, Sally. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, how do we do it? All you have to do is walk up to a house, ring the doorbell, and say tricks or treats. Are you sure it's legal? Of course it's legal. I wouldn't want to be accused of taking part in a rumble.
The rest of the gang arrived and they put on their costumes.
A person should always choose a costume which is in direct contrast to her own personality. Where is Charlie Brown? Here I am. I had a little trouble with the scissors. What in the world kind of costume is that? He's a World War I flying ace. Good grief. All right, everybody, we'll go trick-or-treating and then over to Violet's for the big Halloween party.
Then,
What in the world kind of costume is that?
on their way out, the gang passed Linus, who was already settled in the pumpkin patch.
Hey, have you come to sing pumpkin carols? You blockhead, you're gonna miss all the fun just like last year. Don't talk like that. The Great Pumpkin knows which kids have been good and which kids have been bad. You'll be sorry. He'll come here because I have the most sincere pumpkin patch and he respects sincerity. Do you really think he'll come? Tonight, the Great Pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch. He flies through the air and brings toys to all the children of the world. That's a good story. All right, once and for all, are you coming or are you staying? We can't waste all night.
Sally started to leave with the gang.
I'm glad you came back, Sally. We'll just sit here in this pumpkin patch, and you'll see the Great Pumpkin with your own eyes. Each year, the Great Pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch that he thinks is the most sincere. He's got to pick this one. He's got to. I don't see how a pumpkin patch can be more sincere than this one.
A few blocks away, the gang started trick-or-treating.
Can I have an extra piece of candy for my stupid brother? He couldn't come with us because he's sitting in a pumpkin patch, waiting for the Great Pumpkin. It's so embarrassing to have to ask for something extra for that blockhead Linus.
After every house, the gang checked their loot.
I got 5 pieces of candy.
I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter.
I got a rock.
When they were done trick-or-treating, the gang headed to Violet's for the party. On the way, they passed the pumpkin patch again.
What blockhead sitting in a pumpkin patch in the middle of the night? You think you're so smart. Just wait until the Great Pumpkin comes. He'll be here. You can bet on that. Linus knows what he's talking about. Linus knows what he's doing. All right, where is he? He'll be here. I hope so. I have my reputation to think of, you know. He'll be here.
At Violet's party, there were lots of fun things to do.
Charlie Brown, you'll have to model for us.
Me? You want me to model?
Sure, Charlie Brown. You'll be the perfect model.
Lucy and Patty sat Charlie Brown down.
Turn him around.
If we shape the eyes like this, and the nose like this, and the mouth like this.
Yes, that's the way. Thank you, Charlie Brown. You were a perfect model.
Then they bopped for apples.
This is the way to do it. Ugh, my lips touch dog lips. Ugh, ugh, poison dog lips. Ugh, ugh.
Meanwhile, Schroeder was busy playing some music. Snoopy joined him at the piano. Back at the pumpkin patch, Linus and Sally were still waiting for the great pumpkin to appear. Waiting.
What's that? What's that? I hear the great pumpkin. There he is. There he is. It's the great pumpkin. He's rising up out of the pumpkin patch.
Linus was so overwhelmed with excitement, he fainted, but only for a moment.
What happened? Did I faint? What did he leave us? Did he leave us any toys? I was robbed. I spent the whole night waiting for the great pumpkin when I could have been out for tricks or treats. You blockhead! You kept me up all night waiting for the great pumpkin. And all that came was a beagle. I didn't get a chance to go out for tricks or treats. Also.
Sally stormed away, leaving Linus alone once again in the pumpkin patch.
It won't be long now. If the great pumpkin comes, I'll still put in a good word for you. Good grief. I said if. I meant when he comes. I'm doomed. One little slip like that can cause the great pumpkin to pass you by. Oh, great pumpkin, where are you?
Later that night, Lucy woke up and looked at her clock. She went to check on her brother and found him asleep in the pumpkin patch. She picked him up, carried him home, and put him to bed. It was another brisk autumn day, the day after Halloween. Charlie Brown and Linus were both a little disappointed.
Well, another Halloween has come and gone. I don't understand it. I went trick-or-treating and all I got was a bag full of rocks. I suppose you spend all night in the pumpkin patch, and the great pumpkin never showed up?
Don't.
Nope. Well, don't take it too hard, Linus. I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, too. Stupid? What do you mean, stupid? Just wait till next year, Charlie Brown. You'll see. Next year at this same time, I'll find a pumpkin patch that is real sincere. And I'll sit in that pumpkin patch until the great pumpkin appears. He'll rise out of that pumpkin patch and he'll fly through the air with his bag of toys. The great pumpkin will appear.